As the Ukraine-Russia conflict nears almost 1 year, one thing's clear: the bloodbath is not going to stop anytime soon. The Russians have launched massive missile and drone attacks against not only Ukrainian military targets, but also civilian infrastructure. Ukrainian forces have had some success in intercepting Russian aerial assets, but they need more air defense capabilities. The latest American package may help with this. Ukraine is to receive an undisclosed number of radar-guided RIM-7 Sea Sparrow surface-to-air missiles, or SAMs. Interestingly, the missile will be put into the Ukrainian Armed Forces' existing Soviet-era Buk air defense systems. It's believed that American and Ukrainian specialists have been already working on such an adaptation in the background. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how American RIM-7 Sparrow, integrated into Soviet-origin Buk air defense system, could help Ukraine. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by NordVPN. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. Use the code DEFENSE at the checkout to get an extra month free for the 2-year plan. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. RIM-7 Sea Sparrow is a U.S. shipborne, short-range, anti-aircraft and anti-missile weapon system, primarily intended for defense against anti-ship missiles. The system was developed in the early 1960s from the AIM-7 Sparrow air-to-air missile as a lightweight, point defense weapon that could be retrofitted to existing ships as quickly as possible, often in place of existing gun-based anti-aircraft weapons. In this incarnation, it was a very simple system guided by a manually aimed radar illuminator. The launch platform is required to have a radar to detect and track the target, and then it needs to illuminate or paint it with a continuous wave radar beam for engagement. The missile is fired towards the target, and once illuminated, the sensitive seeker in its nose homes into the radar's particular signal as the missile streaks toward the target. The missile follows the radiation reflected from the target by the illuminator, either until it impacts or passes close enough for the proximity fuse to be triggered. The missile has a range of 19 kilometers, or about 12 miles, and has a maximum speed of Mach 3.5. Taiwan operates ground-based Sea Sparrows as part of the Skyguard SHORAD, or Short Range Air Defense System. 500 missiles entered service in 1991 and are deployed on trailers with 4 box launchers. The Buk air defense missile system was developed to replace the previous Cub. Its industrial designation is 9K-37. Development of this system commenced in 1972 and was meant to be a successor to the Cub M3. It entered service with the Soviet Army in 1980. The Buk has been exported to many countries. A standard Buk battalion consists of a command vehicle, a target acquisition radar or TAR vehicle, 6 transporter erector launchers and radar TELAR vehicles, and 3 transporter elector launcher TEL vehicles. A Buk missile battery consists of 2 TELAR and 1 TEL vehicle. The main sensor is 9S-18M1 Kupol M Snowdrift Target Acquisition Radar, which has a range of 160 kilometers or 100 miles, and is supplemented by 9S-35M1 Fire Dome Target Tracking Radar, which operates in HI band and has a range of 85 kilometers or around 52 miles. A Buk TELAR vehicle is fitted with radar, a digital computer, a missile erector and launcher, friend or foe identification system. It's operated by a crew of 4 and carries 4 missiles. The radar of the Buk TELAR vehicle searches for targets, tracks them, and guides missiles on them. So, if required, each TELAR vehicle can operate autonomously. The radar detects aircraft flying at altitudes over 3 kilometers or 1.8 miles at a range of 80 kilometers or 50 miles. The detection range is reduced to 40 kilometers or 25 miles when aircraft fly at 30 to 100 meters above the ground. It's likely that the radar of the Buk Telar will somehow be used to paint the target for RIM-7 Sea Sparrow missiles. Importantly, RIM-7 Sea Sparrow is highly adaptable for different types of launchers that include automated and manually aimed box launchers, vertical launchers, as well as modular launchers. There is a possibility that the adaptation will allow a combination of missiles to be loaded, with the Sea Sparrows being loaded together with 9M38 series missiles that the Buk generally uses to make the most of their respective capabilities. If Ukrainian and American engineers can get RIM-7 Sea Sparrow integrated into Buk, then the combination will be pretty useful. This is not the first time such an arrangement will be attempted. AGM-88 HARM, or High-Speed Anti-Radiation Missile, designed for Western aircraft, has been successfully fired from the Soviet MiG-29. RIM-7 would be able to provide excellent defensive capability against many of the kinds of threats that Ukraine now faces, which include subsonic cruise missiles, several kinds of drones, helicopters, and low-flying manned aircraft. While the RIM-7 has seen little service in ground-based applications, since the basic working would remain the same, the effectiveness is not expected to reduce. While the Skyguard used by Taiwan was designed for defending fixed installations, putting the same missile into the highly mobile Buk Transporter Erector Launcher and Radar Telar vehicle also makes it much more flexible. In this configuration, it will be able to defend high-value static targets, but also move alongside armor and infantry to provide aerial cover. The ability to rapidly relocate also makes it much more survivable and enables implementation of hit-and-run tactics.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.